Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Nicole. I'm studying a Master of Research here at Macquarie. My research theme is ancient history, and I'd like to welcome Professor Woods, and she will be talking to you about business.
Okay, good morning everybody and welcome to Macquarie. I'm Lee Wood. I'm the Associate Dean Learning and Teaching in the Faculty of Business and Economics. The faculty is a very large faculty. We have about 16,000 students, which might sound like a small city, but we break all the classes into groups of 25, so all the tutorials are in small groups. So even though Macquarie might seem like a huge place if you've coming from school, we do actually break things down into smaller groups, so you have that opportunity to meet and work with people in a small group with you. So I'm going to talk about our business degrees. So I'm happy to take, I'll take some questions at the end. All right, so why would you study business and economics? Well, we've got highly qualified staff. We've got quite a lot of people who come in from industry. We also, particularly in the later years, get industry practitioners to come in and teach the classes in the later years. A lot of people study psychology and medicine because they think they can help people. We believe that a business degree keeps you, your family, and other people employed. You only have to look at the economic situation in Australia to know that this is business-led. If we, you can have psychology to pick up the pieces later if you want to be a counsellor, but really to keep people employed, earning money, business actually makes a huge contribution to the well-being of Australia. We have excellent employment prospects. We have more accountants from this university employed than any other university. We have academic and practical content, and we have a really good student experience. I mean, you've only just got to look around at the grounds and things like that. But not only that, we actually have very good online experience, so your online work is also very good as well. And we've got stacks of double degrees. I mean, the double degrees are a really good way to do it. We're very lucky here in that the government will subsidise you for your HECS for 4 years, so you can get 2 degrees. Australia's pretty lucky in this way. So the social value of a Macquarie degree, we will prepare you for a world of work, but also to contribute to the community. All of our degrees have an opportunity for you to do some volunteer work, either internationally or locally. So you do have that opportunity to go and take your expertise and contribute to the community. We're doing quite a lot on financial literacy. Students going out and helping people with help people with their financial literacy. As I said, we are an essential part of the Australian economy and well-being. All right, so world-ready business professionals. This is our kind of, we have people from we have a lot of people from around the world coming to Macquarie to study our degrees. We also give you opportunity to go. We've got 200 partners around the world, universities around the world, where you can go and study overseas as well. All right, so we have high ranked where most of our majors are accredited. Some majors, such as economics, there isn't a professional accreditation, but for HR, for marketing, etc., we have all the accreditations required. We do have internships, there's work experience. Now, capstone subjects is one area where Macquarie University is leading the way. A capstone subject is like, it brings together all your learning from the degree into a final subject, but also prepares you for work afterwards. So it has that dual combination of bringing everything together as well as looking forward. So it's really an important area that Macquarie has gone ahead of the rest of Australia in this. And I wouldn't, we are now in a global business environment. Having students from around the world in your classes, you would be surprised how many different people have then gone away and set up businesses with those people they've met during their classes. So it's a fabulous opportunity to be part of global business. And also for you to go and spend a semester somewhere during your degree overseas. All right, so we also have a fabulous student experience. We've got, probably everybody's taken a wander around. There's a great pool, a crazy library. Mind you, sometimes a lot of us actually just get the library on our computers rather than going there, but it's still, there's a good physical library. We've got a good career service. The student associations, all our degrees have student associations which you can join, and they do some fun things, harbour cruises, etc., etc. Some including beer. Depends what you like. But they also do things like dressing for business, writing resumes. So the student associations are kind of fun, but they're also relatively serious. We have peer-assisted learning and conversation groups. So what we do is once you get into second year, if you've done well, you can apply to become a peer-assisted learning facilitator, and you can help the new students with their studies. So peer-assisted learning is a big thing. It helps you connect with the later year students. Another thing we have, which I haven't got here, is we have a first step mentoring. So when you start this year, when you start in 6 weeks' time, you'll have an opportunity to join a mentoring program where you will be connected with a peer, somebody in a higher year, and also an academic. So it's a voluntary thing to join First Step Mentoring, but when you start, just sign up for that program. It gives you an opportunity to meet others in your group. We've got programs for high achieving students as well. All right, so I just want to go through the high achieving students program. We have a lot of really good students here. In fact, all of our students are really good. You have to be pretty good to get here. But if you've got a very high ATAR, you go into a special program. And also, if you do very well in your first semester, you will also go into this program. All right, so it's a 3-year program, and we have live-in workshops. So we have residentials where you push beyond your comfort zone to learn skills that business is particularly after. So that's a good program. So if any of you do, if you haven't got the ATAR, that's fine, but you do very well in first semester, you can be invited to join that program. It doesn't matter which degree you're in to be part of this program. All right, so all of our degrees have participation in them, which is this community engagement, internships, etc. We have a lot of different units. For example, if you do the Bachelor of Commerce, so the Bachelor of Commerce is our really biggest degree. You can do one major in commerce, but if you're really interested in travel, you can do a language as your second major. So there's plenty of opportunities. If you're doing one major, you can do a second major that is not in commerce. You could do a second major that is from arts or wherever there. The other option is to do the double degree, Bachelor of Commerce, Bachelor of Arts. It's a lot of people choosing that because they want to do, say, an international major, international business major with a language. And Macquarie's got a fabulous range of languages that you can do. So there's a lot of choice there if you're really interested in international business and travelling. Sustainability, well, we're all working on a better place to live, and we have at least one unit in your degree that looks at sustainability. Our degrees are flexible in that if you do, say, a Bachelor of Commerce, you have your major, but then there's a lot of electives. Now, those electives, you can either do a second major or just interesting things from around the university. So there's lots of flexibility, or you can be as specific as you like. We have a foundation year that makes sure you cover off all the basics in business and capstones. Double degrees. About 40% of students will do a double degree. It really is a fabulous option. It's also quite good if you kind of vaguely don't know what you want to do. So you do a double degree and they can give you 2 strings in your bow. We have double degrees within the faculty. So for example, actuarial studies and economics. We have double degrees across faculty. Bachelor of Commerce, Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Commerce, BA Psych, Bachelor of Commerce, Bachelor of Science, BBA, Bachelor of Business Administration with those as well. So you can do cross-faculty ones, which really opens up different ways of thinking. Like if you're doing business and then you're doing psychology, there's quite different ways of thinking about the world, and it really broadens what you do. All right, so we've got the specialist programs, BBA, Bachelor of Marketing Media. Just to talk about the Bachelor of Marketing and Media, how many of you are thinking of that one? Okay, a few. All right, that's a 3-year program. It's a pretty set program because we're trying to get marketing and media in the same program. It's quite a small cohort because we guarantee an industry internship with that one. So that's about 50 people each year, that kind of thing. Bachelor of Actuarial Studies and Finance, those if you're interested in that area, and professional accounting. All right, but I guess the biggest degree that we have is the Bachelor of Commerce, and you do a major in the Bachelor of Commerce. This has been really, really successful degree, stacks of people doing it. But again, as I said, we do keep the tutorials down to small groups so that you do meet a small cohort and work with them. For example, if I pick the International Business major, we have people coming in from industry to take tutorials in that area. So this might be people who work, say, for the Indonesian consulate. So they'll come in and take some tutorials, and so they can give their personal experience in that area. Say, marketing, we have people who are working in advertising agencies and so on. So we do, look, it's a really fabulous degree. I know it says that. All right, but it's really a great degree. I think that the sort of world's your oyster once you do these kinds of degrees here. You know, you've got to put it in yourself. You've got to do the work yourself. But the skills you get out of this and the people that you meet, the networking opportunities, the industry experience that we have in all our capstones or participation units, these things really set you up for, you know, to be out there in the world as a business professional. So whatever degree you choose, whatever thing you're interested in, that's, I think you'll find a really fabulous niche for yourself here. If you don't know what you want to do, we have this foundation year. We give you do a bit of finance, a bit of accounting, a bit of economics, a bit of marketing, and a bit of management. And then after that, you can choose your major after that. So if you're really not sure which major or whether you want to do a double major, just start in first year, and then in second year you can define your major. You start off wanting to do 2 majors, you can drop 1. You start off wanting to do 1 major, you can add 1. So there's a lot of flexibility there. If you've never done marketing before, you might know what it is. So do your first subject, then decide. So you do have to do a little bit of everything. When you go out into business, we do expect people who work in business to know a little bit about accounting, a little bit of finance. So a little bit of all the different areas. Because as a business professional, you have to talk to all the other people in your organisation. So you need to know a little bit about everything. Okay, so why would you study here? We've got course flexibility. We can do internal transfers. You can do a double degree. We've got fabulous teachers. We've got a lot of research. We have the Centre for Workforce Futures here, so we're looking at migration, we're looking at how work is evolving, we're looking at human resources. So we've got a big area of research in workplace, researching into the workplace. Another big area of research in the faculty is risk. There's climate risk, financial risk, and our other big area of research is in corporate governance. After the global financial crisis, I guess we probably all need a little bit more corporate governance. Though, of course, Australia has always been very strong in that area, which is one of the reasons why we're doing so well. So we've got strong student support, and we have a lot of student exchange opportunities. So for the international student exchanges, it doesn't make your degree any longer. I had somebody ask me about this morning. It's not, you would normally just do a semester in another place. But the units that you would do at that place would count towards your study here. So if you're doing a 4-year double degree and you do one semester in the United States, let's say, it won't extend your degree longer. The only way it would extend your degree is if you go and you choose to say only do 3 subjects so that you can have more fun on the weekends. That may cause you to be a bit longer. All right, so I've got some other slides on specific degrees, but let me just see if there's any questions at this stage. Anything you would like to ask?
How does that first year Commerce and Bachelor of Business Administration differ?
Not much difference, because basically we have to do those. If you're going to go into business anywhere, you've got to know those basic things. All right, okay, the Business Administration and the Bachelor of Commerce. The Business Administration is a general, you do a bit of everything, so through the whole degree you do some marketing, some HR, etc. In the Bachelor of Commerce you have the similar first year, but then you specialise. Yeah, all right. It's not, when you come from Australian schools, a lot of people have done maybe a business studies subject, but they haven't done much in business. So we need to give you an overview. It doesn't matter which degree you do, right? Yep. Okay, the Bachelor of Finance, basically you do more finance. All right, it's much more structured. All right. So again, the first year is not that different, but you do more finance subjects later on. All right. If you're doing the Bachelor of Commerce in Finance, a lot of people would do the Bachelor of Commerce if they wanted to do a double major. All right. But if you really know you want to go into finance, you do the Applied Finance. The Applied Finance is also accredited with ATSIC, so there is more accreditation on the Bachelor of Applied Finance. All right. The Bachelor of Applied Finance is being slightly restructured so that it will be accredited with the financial planners too. So that will be another differentiation for that. Yep.
So the Bachelor of Marketing and Media, that's a standalone course.
Yep.
You don't reach the ATAR, there's no way you can kind of transfer into the degree?
Yeah, there's transfer opportunities. Good question. Transfer opportunities if you do well. All right. So if you really want to do marketing and media, you haven't got 95, and that's we do count bonus points for marketing and media. if you haven't got 95, look at the subjects in the marketing media degree and just do those ones in first year. And then do well and you can transfer. All right? Doing well is about a credit. Oh, no, you have to get a distinction average for the marketing media transfer. All right. Distinction 75 in percentage terms. Yeah, sorry.
Can you talk about the workload differences between double degree and the
Workload differences. Every subject is 3 hours face-to-face. Most of them are 3 hours face-to-face, plus 6 hours of outside study. So each subject, each unit, is 9 hours. In a double degree, you still only do 4 subjects per semester, all right? It does mean you probably don't have quite so many slightly easier options, but it's not a huge workload difference between a double degree and a single degree, all right? You're still only doing 4 subjects per semester. The big difference between a double and a single is the amount of flexibility. If you're doing a double degree in 4 years, you are doing a major in each degree, so you don't have as many electives. Does that make sense? Right? Yeah. The Bachelor of Commerce, you can actually do the same subjects as professional accounting in the Bachelor of Commerce. All right, so the Bachelor of Professional Accounting is a more structured degree that meets the accreditation for CPA. All right, yes, you can transfer easily between the two, but the cutoff is going to be the same. So I do the cutoff. So the cutoffs for the Bachelor of Commerce Professional Accounting and Bachelor of Commerce will be approximately the same. All right, so if you start in one and want to swap to the other, it shouldn't be a problem. All right, Macquarie is pretty good in flexibility, like to change programs later. Is there any other quick questions before? This is a question about internships. For the marketing media, the internship will be out in industry. For some of the others, the industry comes to us. So what will happen with the accounting and the applied finance is that the industry will come and pitch problems to the class on campus. All right, so it will be an industry experience, but on campus. All right, because we've got such a lot of business partners, they want to come to us. And some of the degrees you'll be going out for internships. Some of them, the business experience will be here. Okay. Yep. Hang on. So the question, you want to do a double degree? Aha. This might be tricky in terms of fitting them in your program. What's the double you want to do it with? Law? No. All right. That'll be too tight to fit the law and a double major in commerce. All right. If you're doing a double degree, sometimes you can't. You can do a Bachelor of Commerce with 2 majors, but trying to fit it with a double degree, it's a bit tight. All right. Okay. Thank you.